What are you doing?
Like, oh my God.
I don't even know what's going on.
Hi there, Scorpio. This is your weekly reading for the week of November 23rd. I apologize for the inconvenience of confusion. If you've noticed that on my original channel at Rita Yanez that all 700 plus videos are missing, well, it wasn't a YouTube issue. It wasn't a Google issue. It had nothing to do with any Google products. They're the best. That's who you stick with. And their tech support is great, and they love to teach if you love to learn. This was another tool that I'll be talking about next year. It was an opportunity that basically fell into my lap to test and vet out some services and some work with networks, if you know what I mean, that I'll be presenting to you next year. So look forward to that, because you guys are probably the ones that will benefit from this the most. Something you need to know. So on Monday, the card that you've drawn here is the Temperance card. This is a good card because it shows me that you're feeling like you're balanced, even in the middle of confusion. The reason why I know there's confusion is because I know what the astrology is, but this is also a card that indicates that you're able to make sense of things, or at least blend things together to keep yourself comfortable, even if it means that you're at a holiday dinner or some kind of family reunion, and you know that there's a particular person there that gets on your nerves, and you usually have a bad reaction. You'll be able to do things like get yourself into your Zen spot, into your Zen moment, and tell yourself that it will go in one ear and out the other, maybe not even pass through your head, and you won't really mind much of what's going on. Tuesday, the Eight of Pentacles here talks about you feeling pretty confident in your skills by now. Maybe you've been practicing some of your metaphysical skills. Maybe you're getting really good at being able to listen to your gut, using your instinct, using those gifts that Creator has given you. These are not things that people choose or don't choose. Everybody's born with it. Whether people use it or not, or whether it's been conditioned out of their belief system because of early home life conditioning, I promise you there really is a guy named Jesus walking around, and he's with us a lot of the time, and that there is nothing you have to worry about religion or division or anything. We're just organic beings like anyone else. We are souls having a human-bodied experience. So just like the creatures, nobody questions why dogs have a sixth sense and are able to understand and perceive things, or why cats can slither in and out of dimensions without ever even making a difference or a ripple in time. Well, we're born with it, so this is when you're actually getting good at it. Maybe you've got some extra work here this holiday week, some of the days off that you might have at school, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, or well, really the United States, but other people celebrate Thanksgiving now, I found out too, in their own way, which is great because it's just about being together and giving thanks, even if together is you and your dog, or you and your mom, or you and your dad and one bird. It's just about giving thanks and being grateful that we're present at this moment in time when evolution, people spiritually are evolving so quickly that we're almost running out of road to pave for you. It's like we're running out of track for you guys, and my generation has paved that way for you to take it and run with it. We've pretty much done all we can now to be able to open the lines of communication so that you can directly be connected to Source, Creator, Jesus, if you will, whatever floats your boat. Maybe it's a Buddha or a tree. Whatever it is that you recognize as your higher power, the place where all the love comes from, it is there for you everyone's going to be fine. So I think that you're making great progress yourself this week. And Scorpio, I mean it. If anybody deserves the kudos, it is you. On Wednesday, we have the Hierophant. This is actually the day that the full moon was in Gemini. And for you guys, it was in your solar 8th house. Now, for adults, even the natal astrology, transiting astrology, I read it differently than I do for you guys. So the 8th house issues could be about how your partnership or your dating relationship has worked out. If you don't date or you're not allowed to date yet, how is that friendship going? How is that bond with your mom or your dad? The kind that you know is strong and no one can ever interfere with it. It's always going to be present there. You've got such a great relationship. How's that doing? It means that maybe at this time you've realized that your relationship is far more valuable than you even realize. That you're like, wait a second, this isn't just my mother. She's got my back. Even when she's giving me advice that I wish I didn't have to hear, I realize she's coming from a place of love and protection and wanting the best for me. That's a really great feeling to have, because we want to appreciate our parents while they're here on this planet, not necessarily when they're on the other side, though we continue the same way, but we've got them to hug them and love them and to be hugged and kissed by them here too in this place. So let's not forget about this. The Hierophant card is talking about a need to just basically go with the flow, follow the rules. You can go as out of control in your mind as you want to, but of course, even if you don't want to go to Aunt Gertrude's party for Thanksgiving because somebody's going to end up drunk, and then stupid things fly out of talking heads, well, this is where you need to just keep it reined in. It's a very Saturnian card, so I tell people these days to just be like a Victorian child, seen and not heard. Is that cool? Nod along. It is really not something that I think people really enjoy doing, but sometimes it's the only way to stay out of their drama, and that's fine. I'd go sit at the kids' table where the crayons are. On Thursday, we have the King of Wands in reverse, and this is a card that indicates that there is definitely a male presence. It could be very masculine, female, might be the fire signs. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it could be a person who just comes across as nails on a chalkboard. I mean, this person is just about as flaky as you want to get, but this is an individual that doesn't recognize that they really have no authority here, but they're going to try to lord it over you. The best thing you can do, again, even if this is an uncle, an aunt with a mustache, an older sibling, some step sibling that you don't feel an affinity with, just do the right thing and you're going to be fine on your own terms. You can then make sense of what's happened. And remember, you're going to be free of this to do whatever it is that you believe is best in your best interest. And for those of others will be where? 18 years old and in college. That's where the fun starts. That's where the prosperity starts, because you're setting your life up on your own terms, learning what you want to learn, changing your mind when you want to change it. And what are you responsible for? Learning. On Friday, we have the Two of Cups, which means that 8th house issue with the full moon there, which was opposed to the sun in Sagittarius as well as Saturn there in Sagittarius. This is where that glare was coming from across the sky. But just like I told people not to get overexcited about any drama, because this too will pass. It will pass very quickly. This is one of those elements that for you guys, it actually works more fluidly than it does for the stubborn, stinky adults. On Saturday, not that the adult Scorpions are stinky or stubborn. No way. So that's one telling you I'm a Scorpio talking to another one. I'm not going to diss us all. So on Saturday here, we've got the Page of Pentacles, which indicates that there could be some news of freedom, of finances, maybe a babysitting job, something you were doing there with that 8 of Pentacles energy there on Tuesday, that maybe you get your little paycheck from it. Maybe you get a little dividend from it. Maybe you did it just out of the spirit of love and kindness, and somebody hands you a gift card for $25 and you're like, what? I didn't even ask for anything. This is where good things come. It could also be that you have news of another sibling that gets to come visit you, or you get to spend time with this younger sibling, half sibling, step sibling, foster sibling. You know what I'm saying? Could just be a person in your environment, like the neighborhood, who needs a little love because they don't have anybody loving on them and telling them how amazing they are too, right? We're here to help other people feel good as well. The sooner we learn how to give in advance before paying back, where you're literally just doing acts of kindness and acts of love for other people, which of course does not involve talking to creepy adults on the internet. I'm talking at you, but we're not interacting. And trust me, I'm only as creepy gets, but not in the weird way, not in the bad way. So this is also a card that could indicate that somebody wants to have some attention from you, or if you feel like you could mentor this person a little bit and help them out by even just saying something simple like, wow, I haven't seen you in ages and you look fantastic. You look great. You say something like, that's an amazing hairstyle on you. Or guys will say, dude, are you working out? you're looking pretty buff here. And it's like, we all laugh about that, around the guys, but it is something that can make another person feel better. On Sunday, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is a card that indicates you may feel like, you got a lot of great ideas. You got that creativity going. Even if your hairy Aunt Mildred didn't support you in your ideas for maybe designing some fashion for a class project. Maybe you're in your senior project mode and you've come up with a really incredible kind of deal, and all you wanted to do is borrow her video camera, and she's like, oh, are you kidding me? This kind of a project is so stupid. Why don't you do it on? And you're thinking, wow, damn, ouch. It's like as if I got poked by your razor stubble. Just remember that not everybody's going to agree with you or be on your side and things. And sometimes it just means that you're going to have to communicate in a way that makes sense, even if other people don't appreciate it. So look, don't risk yourself getting popped in the face by somebody who's already over the damn edge. Don't risk yourself getting your devices taken away from you or being put on restriction or timeout just because Uncle Jeb decided that you are disrespectful and all you said was excuse me because you needed to go to the bathroom. So don't take it all too seriously. I'm dealing with one of these moments, and I swear to God, you guys, I thought that I was going to escape this Thanksgiving without bullshit. And even though it was only me and my 3 sons, the bullshit came courtesy of one of my sons through the house, through the walls, permeated like as if we had a freaking poltergeist in the corner of the room. And I was like, oh no, you got to be kidding me. You got to be. It really wasn't that bad. It just led to a discussion that we were both keeping under control about this. But I was like, damn, why can't we just let some things in the past die? My divorce was years ago. My ex-husband is long ago far away and I need to keep him there. Why do people bring things up? Such is the world, with varied and unusual and sometimes stupid people in it. So keep in mind what I'm telling you, that the truth is that you are loved, that the universe adores you, that you have earned your stripes, dude, and that you've done everything that you could do. Now, stay on your good behavior so that you don't get your devices snatched from you or locked up in a tower. Because if you drop your hair and I come up after you in that tower and it's a weave or something and it comes off your head or knocks you down, you're going to come running after me to kick my ass at that point. So just play it safe and make sure that you keep yourself in your own zone, your own center. Even if it's a Zen center that you have to make up as you go along, stay there and stay away from the people that are acting like idiots, right?